Never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink. Like a love, like a love.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you aren't new, then thanks for returning. I'm a channel where you'll find lots of productivity videos, lots of college videos, lots of lifestyle videos. If you're a person who think you'd enjoy that type of content, then subscribe to my channel down below. And also, if you enjoy the video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Look at my dog. He just makes himself comfortable. Yes, have a seat. He just makes himself comfortable like wherever he wants. He doesn't even care. Hi everybody. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I'm back now and your girl is feeling better than ever, but I had to take care of myself, basically. Let's get into the video. I don't know where to start. This video was originally supposed to be a vlog, but I don't think I can continue on with it without just clearing the air and letting out how I feel. This is so hard for me to do because anyone who knows me knows that like I love my dog with all of my heart. I love him to death. That was my child. That was literally my child. I got Kobe when I was in the 11th grade. I was 16 and now I'm 21. And he's passed away now. I've just been crying so much. I know I probably look so bad, but I really don't care. Kobe was the best. He was like one of the best dogs ever. I didn't want to cry, but it's really, really hard when you lose. It doesn't even matter. I know he's a dog. Everybody says, oh, it's just a dog. I need to get myself together. Everybody says it's just a dog, it's just a dog, but he wasn't just a dog. That was my child from when I got him until the day he died. I took care of him. We got into a routine together. I loved him. He loved me and everyone else around him. Kobe was sick since like the beginning of March. I took him to the vet because he was having issues like urinating, and when he would urinate, like just like tiny drops would come out instead of, you know, actual urination, a stream of urine. It wasn't coming out correctly. So I took him to the vet back in March and he had a UTI. Cool. We treated it. They gave him lots of medication. He got better. We're thinking everything's okay. Sorry, his car is coming by. And more recently, guess what? The issue comes back. So the issue came back. I took him to the vet again. This is where they recommended him to change his diet. I started feeding him rice and chicken because they wanted him to have I think they called it a bland diet or a plain diet, something like that. I started cooking him rice and chicken so he could eat cleaner instead of eating like regular dog food, because that wasn't helping him at all, which is why the UTI had returned. They gave him medication once again to try to like get him over it. Everything was fine again. Maybe like a month later, I noticed again, here he goes. He goes outside to pee. He takes ages in one spot, and once again, nothing is coming out. I take him back to the vet, and we find out that he has stones in his urine. So, basically he has urine stones. They want to take an x-ray and figure out like exactly how bad the issue is. So I say, okay, cool, go on. They take the x-ray, and his bladder is just huge. Like, when I tell you huge, like, it was like literally like his whole abdomen. And he's a little dog. He was a My dog was a Chihuahua. He's little. He doesn't have much space like in there. Yes, I know he's small. His whole bladder was just huge. And they also showed us his tract of like the bladder to his urethra and all that. And it was just completely filled with crystals. Completely filled with crystals. And they said that these crystals are equivalent to glass inside of his little, urethra or whatever. So when he tries to pee, it's very, very painful for him. And that's why it takes forever, because he's trying to pass these crystals and it's just not happening. Anyways, okay, we see the issue. What can we do to fix it? The doctor told me, he says, okay, we're going to try to put a catheter up there and push out the crystals so that he could then like flush them out. Anyways, that did not work. The doctor said it's just too many. It's too many. He can't. It didn't work. Okay, what's the next step? Next step is you want to take him to the emergency room, the doggy emergency clinic, because it's nothing that he can do to help him. From this point, he has to go under anesthesia, and the doctor at the emergency clinic will have to then take over. Okay, this is where things get bad. I take him to the clinic because at this point he's just in pain. My dog, I'm telling you guys, he's one of the best ever. Like, he doesn't complain. He's happy 24/7. I don't know. the last week of his life, he just completely changed. I knew he was suffering. But even when we was outside that day, I didn't think that it was this bad. Once we leave his vet, from them trying to push out his bladder stones, he was just in like the most pain I've ever seen him in. He's truly like a good dog. He doesn't nip. He's never done that a day in his life. He just was so irritated, and he just was crying and crying and crying and crying. And he even bit me twice. It was that bad. Like, he was just so irritated and in so much pain. I've had my dog for 6 years. He was 7 when he passed, but I've had my dog for 6 years. He's never, ever, ever bit anyone or bit me or even snapped. He doesn't snap at all. Like, he was just the sweetest dog on this earth. I kid you not. And to see him in that amount of pain, I was hurt. I was really, really hurt. So we arrive at the emergency clinic. They take him. I believe we got there at about 4 o'clock because we had to take him to his original vet first, and then that's when they're like, oh yeah, this is an emergency, you need to take him now. So we take him to the emergency clinic, and it was about maybe it was for like 4:20 or something once we got there. So they take him, they examine him, and she once again goes over her prognosis, which is surgery for him to remove all of the crystals. The surgery itself was going to be about $7,000, and of course that's a lot of money. So I asked her, I said, do you think it's worth it? Because the quality of life he was in, it was bad. He just really had a low quality of life the last week that he was here. And you could tell he was suffering. He wasn't himself. He loves to lick people. Like, he licks you to death. That was one of the things that got on my last nerves about him, but it's him. That's my dog. That's, you know, what he does, that's him. I will put my hand to him. He wouldn't even lick. He loved his treats. He would not eat. He wasn't eating. He stopped eating the last 4 days that he was here. He wouldn't eat the chicken. He wouldn't eat the rice. He wouldn't eat bacon. He loved blueberries. He wouldn't eat blueberries. He wouldn't eat anything. He was starving himself. Anyways, I asked her, okay, $7,000. That's a lot of money, right? Because this is a reoccurring issue in him, the bladder issues, the UTIs, and all of this, what does she think we should do? Because I know it's reoccurring in him. If I pay this $7,000 now, will it be worth it? I just wanted my dog to be okay. I didn't care. I just wanted him to be okay. And she's like, it's almost 100% chance that even if we do the surgery, it's gonna come back. Is it really worth it? No, because it's not gonna completely go away, and there's nothing we can do to prevent it. Even the change of food, there's nothing we can do. It's like almost 100% gonna return back in him. And so at that point, she's like, the next best thing that you can do is euthanize him. Humanely euthanize him, she said. And I'm like, okay. I guess we gotta let him go because it's no point of doing this to him and he's just suffering. You guys, I've never seen him like that ever. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I've never seen my baby in so much pain. Never. I really don't wish it on anyone. So, yes, she recommends that we put him to sleep, and it was one of the best things that we could have done for him if we didn't want to see him suffering or possibly get it back again. So I swallowed the pill and I let her put him to sleep because that's what was best for my dog. And I went over everything 1,000,001 times with her because I wasn't ready to let my dog go. I wasn't ready. He was only 7 and he's always had like these little bladder problems since March. I always brought him home and they always found a real solution for him. I didn't think that this time it would be any different. I didn't think that I wasn't gonna be returning home with my dog this time. So, yes, my dog is not here anymore. I'm extremely sad. This is so painful. It really feels like I lost my child. I know I didn't birth this dog. I know it's a dog, but it doesn't matter. That's still my child. That was my child. It's comparable to when you adopt. When you adopt a child, you still love that child regardless, even though you know you didn't birth it. That's still your child. It's 100%. That's how it goes. So, I'm just still trying to move on and accept the fact that he's not coming back. I don't really know how to cope with it. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to continue on with life, but it's just been extremely hard, which is why I haven't picked up the camera. And I feel like I can't pick up the camera until I freaking come out and say how I feel, because it would just be fake, and I can't fake. I can't. I love my dog so much, and he was just a part of me, a part of my family, and things are just different. So I'm just gonna end this video here, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.